Hello, I'm Mary Lohman, and this is Mondays with Mary. I'm curious if you can pinpoint moments of the Lord's faithfulness in your life. Perhaps at the moment it was hard to see it, but as you look back, it's unmistakable. God was so faithful. For me, I can't even begin to recall all of the times the Lord has shown his faithfulness to me. Time and again, he has met our financial needs, our personnel needs, and gave us wisdom to know how to move forward. I well remember the day when I realized very early on in our 40 years that there was potential to turn this one radio station ministry in Chicago into a nationwide ministry. I had never dreamed it would expand. And when that reality began to dawn, frankly, I was scared. I don't typically scare easily, but this was one of those times when I knew I would be in over my head. Where would I find the funds for this new possibility? I had no experience in running a ministry, in fundraising, in radio. I simply didn't know what I was doing. But here was this open door, and I needed to make sure it was God's will. So I told the Lord that I would not make a move unless I knew for sure that this was his will, his open door. For then I would know that he would see me through, right? And as I read my Bible that morning, reading in Isaiah 50, this is what jumped off the page to me. The sovereign Lord has given me a well-instructed tongue to know the word that sustains the weary. Because the sovereign Lord helps me, I will not be disgraced. Therefore, I have set my face like flint, and I know I will not be put to shame. That was God's confirmation to me to keep moving forward by faith. And I still cling to that promise that we will not be put to shame or disgraced as we continue to move forward by faith. I wonder what your story of God's faithfulness might sound like. Maybe it was a health need that felt impossible, or a financial burden that seemed like it was just too heavy to carry. Or maybe you've seen God's faithfulness in the form of friendship, his reminder that you are not alone. Whatever your story includes, I encourage you to reflect on his goodness and carry it with you in the days ahead. After all, that's one of the best ways we can move forward in faith, remembering what God's done for us in the past. Tomorrow is a big day in the United States. We call it Giving Tuesday. And the Christian working woman here, the Lord has often used days like this and people just like you, to remind us of his faithfulness. The Giving Tuesday tomorrow, would you consider partnering with this ministry to encourage, equip, and empower Christian women in the workplace? Thanks to the generosity of a Christian working woman partner, we've received a matching gift of $30,000, and that means every dollar you give will be doubled. That sounds like pretty good deal to me, and we're so thankful for that. You can learn more and give at christianworkingwoman.org, year end 2024. That's christianworkingwoman.org, year end 2024. Every gift, large or small, is sacred in the kingdom of God. And I just can't thank you enough. You've allowed us to serve more people in more places than I could ever have imagined. By God's grace and your partnership, I believe we'll see his faithfulness yet again in the days ahead. Thank you again so very much.